How's it going, everyone? It's me again. Uh, Sorry it took so long to make a video, another one to tell everything else that I've pretty much discovered with telekinesis, but I've been doing the telekinesis and Tai Chi for a while now, non-stop pretty much, and works out good. I also found one called Wing Chun. It's actually a pretty good movement to take with telekinesis because it teaches you how to lock your body into play, your arms into place in a way that works good with telekinesis. I believe that it can be stretched, but until you unravel it and stretch it good, your chi flows raveled around your entire body. So when you hold it in a locked position, it gives you more control over the TK, because when you twist your arm in the wrong way, it'll unravel it, and that may be why you lose connection with it. But uh, I got a few things to tell you that I've learned since I've been doing. You can obviously tell I've been just doing Tai Chi and pretty much nothing else. But the first thing I would like to say is look up the Tai Chi videos, and while you're doing it, if you don't think it might work, just watch their movements and imagine something in front of their hand, or in between their hands as the motion goes on. It's perfect movement if you look at it closely. For it appears like they would be doing telekinesis if they just had something else to focus on besides their body. It flows with your chi. It teaches you how to stretch it and bring it back in. It's very good. That and Wing Chun. I just started looking at those videos, and those are pretty good. I didn't really have a guide on this. I kind of stumbled upon telekinesis myself, and thanks to it was in the London Reel. You can type it in on YouTube. It's London Reel. It said something about we have a second brain. The man that it shows in the front of those videos, listen to all he has to say. He's the guy that helped me to figure out telekinesis without really talking about telekinesis, with the positives and negatives, how to strengthen your chi, breathe in from here up and push it down all the way. That really does help. I've gotten really good with the telekinesis. Some days it's still weak, but that's because when you do the Tai Chi, I believe it's a workout on telekinesis as well, because it helps to stretch your energy field. It helps to stretch all of it. So it's really a workout on it as well. So it does get tired from using it, but it also helps you to control the focus of your energy field as well. Like you understand what to do to put that energy where you want it. It helps you to realize that when your hands are so close or so far together, at any point you look, manipulates the energy to a certain area in that position. Like further out, you'll point it outward and bring it inward, and it's really awesome, and it does help, because I've done it many of times using this side wheel right here, which is a hubcap off of an old push mower, but that's what I use, and it really helps with that. It makes that thing dance, and the movements, it's almost like it's doing Tai Chi. But uh, I really would like to help people with it, and I'm actually figuring stuff out on my own, and I would like to, have some kind of help, but there's really no good videos that truly try to explain it. But try the Tai Chi. Like I said, if it feels weaker, it's because it is a good workout without, using it for telekinesis. When you get good with the Tai Chi and you feel it flowing and you're not even having to think about the movements, they're just coming to you, then try to focus your attentions on an object and just let it flow. And it will affect that object, and that object will be moving with you, because your energy will become intertwined with it, and it's really good. And that's another thing I forgot to mention in the first video. Your attentions, like let's say you're on your cell phone for hours or even for a minute, and you put that cell phone down. Just because you quit looking at it or walk away from it, your energy is still connected to that phone, because of our energy field is messed up from all the stuff we do. Tai Chi realigns it. But if your energy field is messed up, that's going to affect your telekinesis. The more Tai Chi you do and straighten your energy field out, the better your telekinesis will be. I can now connect to things with my shoulders, chest. I've connected to it with my stomach and no hands, and just use the stomach, push with one side of the abs, pull with the other, and it actually spins it, and I've actually knocked it off with the tips of my toes, raised my toes up, and it knocked it off. So Tai Chi is good. It isn't just with your hands or with your forehead. You can connect through it through all the chakras in your body, 7 of them. So you have a gravitational or electromagnetic point in your whole body, and it will control the fields of other things. And I hope that does help. And there was quite a few things I wanted to tell you that I learned, but it's hard to think about it while in the process of making the video. There's so many things to tell. But make sure you look up the London Real and check out that guy. Just type in London Real, we have a second brain, and it should pull it up. And anything with his face in it, check that out, because he'll teach you some good things. Maybe, you'll figure it out like I did. I had nobody, I didn't really know telekinesis was truly real until I started using the gemstones, like I said. But the thing about that is, if you're thinking about trying it with the gemstones and keeping them in your gloves and using them to do the Tai Chi, it did almost kill me. For 2 weeks, I laid hardly being able to breathe. I was into working out a lot before all this, and it messed me up so bad that I couldn't hardly do anything. I was laying on the couch, and I pretty much was on my deathbed that last night. But when I seen the windows, of which I believe was the afterlives, maybe my next lives, and which one to choose, the first one I seen had my grandmother in it, and as soon as I seen that one, I paid no attention to the other ones, and I woke up, and it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and jumped up off the couch, and immediately after that, it ended. So, and then after that, I could still feel the energy of everything because of the gemstones. I could feel them, and every time I looked center point of something, I seen like the center of it. I don't know, the closest I can come to telling you what I seen every time I looked at something was, look at the old Aquaman cartoons, the bleeps, the circles that come out when he was calling the animals. I could see that coming from the center of things, hitting me in the eye, like it's a center point. And that had a lot to do with the telekinesis. I started trying to feel the center points, and I seen a video where a guy put a straw up on something, he was moving it. So I started trying that because I could feel the straw, and then I discovered I could do telekinesis, and it slow go, but I'm figuring out new things every day on how to control it and make it stronger. And yes, your energy field has to be a line before it will work properly, because it's positive, negative, and if that is off, then it will definitely affect your telekinesis. If you cannot focus properly, if you're thinking about what you're trying to move, and then all of a sudden you're thinking about what happened to you last week, that energy is going to go from what you're looking at to a cloud in the sky, your thought bubble, and it's going to affect you. You have to have focus. And even your eyes, like I've also discovered, I'm not sure if this is exactly right, but if you're staring at something and if you're looking at the top of it and you want to focus on the bottom of it without actually putting your hands under it, it's almost like you blur your vision, like you're trying to gaze through what you're looking at, and that connects to the bottom of it, like you're looking further than what you're seeing. And that helped out a lot too. That, because you can have your hands up here trying to affect the top of it, but then you just stare through it and it'll go to the bottom of it. That I've done a few times, and it seems to work. But it's a lot to tell. There's quite a few other things that I wanted to mention. It's really hard to think of it right now on the spot, but If so, I'll just make another video now once I remember it, because I'm sure I'll remember as soon as I hit stop on this one. I just want to help encourage this, because I know, now that I know telekinesis is real, I believe we can become powerful with it. I don't even want to use powerful, I just want to say strong with it, in a way that I believe we can help mankind and do good things for people. Don't let the joker on the shirt fool you. I believe that if there can be superheroes to do good, that we should do it. And that's the main reason I've dedicated this entire over a month now, just constantly trying to get better at it. You know, just to help people. It's important that we do help other people if it does happen. And one love, Bob Marley. And I wish everybody the best. So good luck with it. Look the videos up, and look the Tai Chi videos up where people are doing it, and just look at the way they gracefully look up and follow with their hands. You'll get what I'm saying about it seems like that if they were focusing on an object, they would be able to lift it. And look up Stan Lee Superhuman's Kinetic Man. That dude's no joke. That's real right there. I seen one where a monk, he took a brick and stood it up on the end of a table and did like this and exhaled really hard and knocked the brick over from at least 20 feet away, 15, 20 feet away. And you know, they know a lot about it. I believe there's probably people out there that can do a lot with it, but I just want to encourage the helping people with it and doing good things. And I hope everybody gets it down pat, and we can just become a world of people who help other people. And meditation's good too, by the way. Alright, I hope this helps you out, and don't forget, breathing is important, and it does help you control the field. Like I said, your attentions make the field inner and outer, you know, the way you draw it in and focus. But also breathing controls the air that you can put in that field. Just because your field goes to what you're looking at, you still have to have air in that field, proper airflow, in order to do anything with the object you're looking at. That's why paper's so easy, because, you know, the paper sigh will, because you just breathe, you know, normally, but the more wind you can build up, the more you can do with it. So that does help out. I can move this plastic. It's not really that heavy, but it's heavier than a piece of paper. So I can make this thing dance and flip off of the little nail that I stand it up on. So I'm not going to display that now, because I just, you know, there's no sense in it. If you know telekinesis is real, and I do, you don't need to see me do it. I've been trying to find videos to help, and, you know, watching someone move their hands around does not help me figure out how to do it. And I'm hoping that, you know, just try the Tai Chi. It will show you the movements to help you, because it keeps you in a field of good connection, and the better connection you can keep, the longer you can stay connected to it, or the more effect you'll have on it. So make sure you keep that in mind. And like I said, if you try it with the gemstones, it did almost kill me. And if it wasn't for seeing my grandmother, I probably would have laid there and died that night. So caution when it comes to that. They said the uncut gemstones are still full of energy, and I don't know what kind of energy it is. And I don't even know if, you know, if it was safe at all or not. So it could have killed me. So be careful when it comes to that. And take care. And help when you can.